When most people hear call center job, they picture low pay, nonstop sales calls, difficult metrics, and burnout. Government call center jobs are not that. They're not glamorous, but they're a lot different than most people assume. And for some people, they can be a great entry point into public service work. Now, I'm not here to hype this up or say that it's glamorous or it's for everybody, but government call center jobs are often misunderstood. So let's talk about what they're actually like. First, the pay and benefits are usually better than private sector call centers. These roles come with stable wages, health insurance, paid time off, and in many cases, a pension or retirement plan. Now, you're not getting Silicon Valley money, but you're also providing a real service and not dealing as much with the instability that comes with most call center jobs. Second, the barrier for entry is relatively low. Most of these positions are entry level. Most of these roles don't require a college degree or years of specialized experience. Most of them will only require maybe a year or two of customer service experience, or maybe a little bit of experience on using the phones. If you've worked in a private call center, you are going to be a great applicant for these roles. Now, what they do care about is reliability, communication skills, and your ability to follow procedures, especially when it comes to dealing with challenging callers. Getting into a public service career can be the hardest part, but once you're in, moving around is often much easier. So if you're an entry-level candidate, a recent high school or a college graduate, or someone looking to transition into the public sector, this can be a legitimate way to get your foot in the door. Now, the third point, and this is a big one, most government call centers are inbound. That means no outbound sales calls. You will be answering questions, helping people navigate systems, or providing information. You're not cold calling, pushing products, chasing commissions, anything like that. It's all problems that are coming to you for you to solve, instead of you reaching out to people on a cold call basis, trying to push them into something that they probably don't want. Now, I spent a few years in a government call center, so let me speak from my experience a little bit. These roles are usually more multifaceted than people expect. It's not just phone calls. There's often ancillary duties such as data entry, documentation, and maybe even some research work built into the job as well. So even though you are a point of contact, a lot of the work actually happens behind the scenes. Another thing people don't always think about is the work environment itself. Most government call center jobs are done in climate-controlled office settings, not warehouses or high-pressure sales floors. You're usually working alongside other employees, supervisors, and support staff, so you're not just like on an island trying to figure out things on your own. You're always going to have people around to support you. There's typically a lot of structure built into these positions. Say, for instance, you run into an issue that you can't resolve on a call. There are escalation paths, reference materials, and there's going to be senior people around you who can help. And depending on the agency and the role, some of these positions may offer hybrid schedules or limited remote work, especially after your training period. Not every role is going to offer that kind of flexibility, but it does exist more than people expect. Now, my next point is going to be one aspect that I don't think people really consider, and they especially don't consider this about working for a government in general, but that is going to be that there is a public service side of this job. You are often going to be the first point of contact for someone trying to access benefits, services, or information that your agency provides. It can be frustrating at times because you are that first point of contact. You're the one people are reaching out to when they have a problem, but it also means that your work has a real purpose. You are solving real problems for people who are reaching out for government assistance or to obtain some kind of benefit, get something corrected. You start their journey. Now, to be fair, there is downsides to this job. First, it is still call center work. You're on the phone a lot, the work can be repetitive, and you'll deal with people who are so confused or frustrated, and you're just going to be that first point of contact. And yes, they are probably going to take a lot of that out on you. So if you don't like structured environments or phone heavy work, or you just have trouble dealing with people who might be a little escalated, this probably isn't the best fit for you. This kind of role works really well for people who value stability, they want benefits, and predictable schedules. Or you're just struggling to make that first initial break into government, which can be really difficult. So kind of close up here. Government call center jobs, they're not for everyone, but they're also not what people assume. They're stable, they're accessible, and for the right person, they are a legitimate starting point to your government career. So if you're interested in realistic breakdowns of government careers, that's what this channel focuses on. Go ahead and give me a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.